Greetings, Vault citizens. Johnny5 Alive here, your Vault Overseer, and welcome back to another episode of Settlement Spotlight. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at Tenpines Bluff Farm. This here is my food farm for all the other settlements in my Fallout 4 game world. So stay tuned and let's check it out. Alright guys, here we are at Tenpines Bluffs. As I mentioned, it was the food farm. So if you guys are unaware of this, if we quickly go to the map here, you can link all your settlements together. There's a link between all the settlements. Each settler needs food, water, sleep, and all that stuff. As you guys saw with Sanctuary from my previous episode, it didn't have a lot of farmland. So they actually don't have any food. They get all their food from Tenpines Bluff. So the way you do that is you set up trade routes, and if a certain settlement needs food, they can actually get it from the other settlement so long as there's oversupply. So here we made sure to have plenty of oversupply. And here we go. So we'll begin the tour. The whole concept behind this is it's a trailer park slash farmland. There's a couple houses that are unfinished here, and just beds generally. I wanted to keep it simple, so we used the kind of metal box frames to create kind of like trailer houses. As you can see, there is a ton of potato plants. It's all potatoes. So they eat nothing but potatoes between all my settlements. I've placed them up in nice rows. We have lots of people farming, and I've made sure to kind of give them all some kind of scrappy farmer clothing. Just some basic clothing. So they all come here and they work the farms. So every single one of these settlers is going to need their own sleeping quarters. I try to put a few pictures up and beds and chairs and a few minor decorations per housing just to make it a little bit more comfortable. But again, this is vanilla, so didn't have OCD decorators, so I kept it fairly simple. Got some cigarettes here, a smoking chair, and ashtray. But all the houses are quite quaint and tiny, and that was the whole idea I was going for. Is they sleep, they work the farm, and not a whole lot going on except for this kind of patio lounge area where they barbecue and eat together. I have a little mini bunker here where they all bunk together. This is where they're getting all their power from. It's not a lot of power required. 3 generators, I believe. And that's it. There are some very basic lightings for this place. And this little thing here, I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. It's kind of like a stack. Think of like Ready Player One. They're all stacked on top. And there's a nice little balcony down below. And from a distance, it looks pretty cool. And you guys would have saw it from the cinematic shots. But I like the little stack idea. So it's all built on a big balcony again. That's kind of how I start my settlements, and I kind of recommend doing that as a build. Try to find the highest point and then build your way out. And if there is any kind of lips or ledges, just throw down the snappable 2 staircase sets. They can go into the ground, and then they also, they'll be able to walk up these big jutting areas. So start with the highest point, build out the ground all the way left to right. And that way you can have a nice flat foundation to work with. It's going to make your life a lot easier when you're snapping and placing things. So a few more houses in here, or I guess bathrooms for the outside workers. It's kind of like your outhouse. We got some more bunkers in here. This is a little interlinked pieces of all the metal kit. We have, this is kind of like the community house, I suppose. There's all chairs, TVs, jukeboxes, and that sort of thing. So I wanted to build them something quite nice and decent. And that's pretty much it. It's a very small settlement. It's for providing food. But even something like this could, it takes generally a decent amount of time to build. I think I did this one in only a few hours, though. Once you get a hang of it and you build a massive sanctuary like the one that I showed you in the last episode, you can get these things down pretty pat and pretty quick. And my whole idea here was to kind of slap it together and get, because I wasn't using mods, my other settlement needed food, so I wanted to just get the farm down. And I thought, you know what, these people need something to live and eat in, because if they don't have beds, I believe they just leave. And I didn't want to just cheese it and throw a bunch of beds down. So we built some stuff, and as you can see here, we have lighting. So we'll go check out the nighttime lighting real quick, and then we'll talk about some future videos before we leave the episode off. Alright, here we are at nighttime. You can see all these little things are lit up. Now if anyone's wondering how the power works, as long as you have a connector and wires near the lights, they will power up. So there only needs to be power running nearby for lighting to work. So we just have a connector there, and this whole house can get power. It's pretty simple. I quite like the way it works. There are some different mods that you can get where basically you just put a Wi-Fi beacon of power up and everything gets powered. But I quite like the process of running wires from place to place. It gives you something to think about, and you gotta, you gotta try and organize your wires. And I think it's a little bit of a management game, and I quite like that. So there's a look at it at nighttime. It's lit up quite nicely. Looks good from a distance, especially if I go, all the way out to the horizon. You can see Tenpines Bluffs kind of glowing from the bridge and all that. And it gives you like a nice little landmark from a distance, a little bit of a glow. Got a couple Brahmins here eating from troughs, because why not? Yeah, it's my little farm area. Cows and taters. That's about it, guys. This little one, I just wanted to get this one out of the way. There won't be an upload for this, so you won't be able to download this settlement and put it in your saves. I do, however, have a Brotherhood of Steel museum that I am really quite proud of, and that will probably get uploaded into the Steam or the Nexus workshop, and that'll be the next episode you guys see. After that, I'm pretty much done showing off my settlements other than the ones that we decide to build with mods, so we'll have to do a series on that, like a let's build. I want to show these couple settlements off before we start playing with mods. So once I get these out of the way, then I am free to build whatever I want with whatever mods I want and kind of just go ham. So I'm pretty excited about that. The next episode should be pretty grandiose. So it's a museum, and I'm psyched to show that off to you guys. And then from there, we'll probably start actually doing the Settlement Spotlight series. I am stuck. Well then. So yeah, we will start the Settlement Spotlight series. I will download certain settlements, take a look at them, maybe a few that require mods. I have one on my mind, and I want to check that one out first. We have a lot to do with this series yet. So we're just trying to get my stuff out of the way. The last episode I showed you guys the export tool, so we know how that works. Kind of want to know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below, because after I finish showing off my settlements in the next episode, I will be juicing up my Nexus Mod Manager with mods. So my question to you guys is, do you want me to make a video where I show off my mod list and why? The mods I'm using and why I'm using them and what kind of ideas, to kind of give you guys an idea if you want to play along with this process. If my videos have inspired you to play the game at all, gotten you back into the game, what kind of mods would you be looking to do if what you want to do is build settlements? I think it would be kind of a good thing to show off my mod list and why I've downloaded those said mods, just so that we can all get on the same page of what are the best mods for settlements. There is, however, certain mods that I kind of want to download that aren't really related to settlements, just maybe some character improvement features. I don't know. We'll have to see. There's so many good mods out there that I really want to try and keep it simple, but at the same time, I have a really hard time not avoiding the temptations of other interesting looking mods, but we'll try to keep it a little bit simple, I suppose. I do love seeing the character arts altered, the hairstyles altered, and that stuff can actually play really cool with the settlements. Like maybe this people here are the Greaser Gang. We give them all mohawks and leather jackets. Having mods would come in handy for that kind of stuff. So we'll have to see what the overall concept is and what we're doing. But for sure, we're going to be grabbing things like OCD Decorator, settlement mods, or settlements expanded, place anywhere, scrap anything. So I think a video would be good to just kind of show you guys and test them together. So let me know what your thoughts are down in the description below. If we get enough people saying yes, we'll do that. Otherwise, I'll just get what I need and move on with the building process. So there you go, guys. That's Tenpines Bluffs, the farming town, and stay tuned for the next episode because it's definitely going to be awesome with the Brotherhood of Steel Museum. I'm quite excited to show you guys that one. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for this episode of Settlement Spotlight. If you enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily videos. If you want to support the show because you enjoy the videos, please do consider becoming a patron. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next Settlement Spotlight. Bye now.